It's Thursday, October 10th, 2019, and it's time for the Pro and Con Show. I'm your host, Michael James Ott. Welcome to the show. So live on Facebook, also putting copies on Ott in 2020 channel on YouTube. So look for them at either location. So tonight, again, focus on the who, the what, the where, and the when. So what's going on tonight is that Mr. Trump is traveling nearby here to Minneapolis, Minnesota, which is maybe 30 minutes. He'll be at the Target Center, which is normally maybe 30, 35 minutes, maybe 40 minutes from where I live here in Hudson, Wisconsin. When there isn't a tremendous amount of traffic, I think it sounds like there'll be quite a few people down that way. And in the interest of kind of giving equal time, if you will, the Democrats are having a series of town halls, which are actually being televised by CNN this evening. And so why do I bring this up? Well, I talked to my family, talked to some of my friends about whether maybe I should try to go down to the Trump rally and try to talk to some of the people there, try to get them, or at least share with them that, they need to be more aware of what's going on with Mr. Trump. I think there's still a significant number of people in this country who haven't realized that he's, one of the most prolific con men in the world. And that they are, kind of suffering under the delusion that this fellow is they're under the con, if you will. They've been taken and deluded and defrauded by Mr. Trump because he is he's a very powerful, very effective, prolific con man. And the other negative, unfortunately, is that he's also starting to slip into a state of dementia. It's pretty clear that his mental function has degraded quite a bit from what it was 15 and 20 years ago. And of course, when you're president of the United States, con man's a big enough problem, but then later on, some early onset dementia. And yeah, we should be looking at the alternate candidates. And unfortunately, in this country, we have Republicans and Democrats. It's just a two-party system. And I've talked before that we would do way better if we would get rid of that and adopt an alternate system, more like jury duty, where there's just pools of us as individuals who are kind of called to service and of course evaluated, just like in jury duty. You are called to potentially serve. You don't necessarily serve. You potentially serve. So you come to be called as a candidate pool, and then there would of course be a screening process that the rest of us would participate in, and ultimately some 500 or 600 of us on the federal level would be selected every year. Or every series of years, so roughly 200 a year or whatever, to actually serve the rest of us as our representatives. Not my idea, by the way, an idea of a friend and a former work colleague, and as soon as he said it, I just thought that how brilliant of an idea that was. Well, anyway, going back to the Republican versus the Democrats, that's what we have right now. And so the Democratic Party is offering up, they still have maybe 16 or 18 people are still running, and 12 of them are going to make the next debate, which is in a week or two. But anyway, I think it's roughly 8 or 10 of them will be appearing on half or 30-minute town halls on CNN tonight. And again, given the state of Mr. Trump, I would encourage all Americans, regardless of whether you were still are maybe a Trump supporter, but even if you are, I would hope that you would at least embrace that there's this issue with him, with his mental acuity degrading, and you would at least be open to evaluating alternatives for next November, and perhaps mark a different name on the ballot box at that time. And those, again, because of currently Republicans and Democrats, the alternatives are Democrats. So, you should look at the people and figure out which of those alternate candidates might be a viable replacement for Mr. Trump starting in 2021. All right, so election November 2020, replacing Mr. Trump in January 2021. Well, that's really all I wanted to say for tonight's show. So until another show, I'll probably be gone again for a few more days. I have some more work with my mother. She's again, shifting homes. So I've got a little bit of more of my renovation project that I was helping her with to complete, and we're having a big 90th birthday celebration for her Saturday, so I need to be there for that as well. So I'm not sure how many shows I'm going to be end up missing here, but it should just be maybe 4 or 5, and then back to it hopefully on a daily basis after that. So until the next show, this is Michael James Ott. Thanking you for watching. Hoping you watch the previous shows. Hope you watch the future ones. And really, really, really hoping that you will take on the small burden of being better citizens, better informed, and focused on the who, the what, the where, and the when, instead of all the vitriol that's out there and bias that's in the various information streams that you might be taking in. So, okay, so until the next show, Pro and Con Show, bye for now.